Like, bro, what is wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? If it is, I need to... What's up, y'all? It's your girl Trend. They back with another video. Y'all know I be trying to post like twice a week for y'all, or like once a week for y'all. I be trying to do my best to keep a track with it or whatever. But y'all, I posted on Instagram. I'm gonna put a screenshot of it right here. I put on Instagram and say y'all may do a story time or get ready with me, and story time got more votes, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna do a story time, but I'm still gonna do the get ready with me, just not today. But yeah, so basically the story time that we're doing today is a story time on when I was paralyzed. Hold on, let me move y'all back. So alright, so the story time I'm doing today is on when I was paralyzed. But wait, before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share my YouTube, and do all that extra good stuff. Y'all, I did my hair. I look smeckalicious. But no hair, no mouth, I love myself. But y'all, I'm gonna try my best not to get emotional in this video because it's just so sad. Well, it's sad to me because it happened to me. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, let's get into this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share my YouTube, and show some love and all that extra stuff. So alright, but yeah, alright. So the first day when I was paralyzed, I was living on. If y'all don't know, well, I don't need to tell y'all, but I was living on the streets. I was living somewhere on Bel Air Road. I'm gonna say that. I was living somewhere on Bel Air Road, and I had woke up one day, like my throat was hurting real bad. So my throat was hurting really, really bad, and I didn't know what's wrong. I thought I had sore throat, or I was just getting sick or something. So I went in the bathroom. I went in the bathroom, and when I was looking in the mirror, I opened my mouth, and I was like looking at my throat, looking at my mouth, and then I saw something red, like a red spot inside my mouth. I was like, hold up, what's going on? Like, why is this there? So I was like, I was just looking stuff up, bro. I saw so much stuff popping up. I was scared. I was like, wait, that can't be for me because I don't do that. So I don't do that. So that's not what I mean. But it was like certain stuff was just scaring me, and I was like, hold up. No, I was scared. My mind was going crazy. My mind was going different places. So yeah, that was that. But then, so I sometimes, like, when I don't have them anymore, but I used to have them, like, they just stopped literally on my birthday. Like, a couple months before my birthday, it stopped. So I was having a lot of panic attacks. Like, when I'm in the shower, I won't have a panic attack while I'm in the shower, but say I take a bath. Not like when I get in the tub, like take a bath, like sit down in the bath, I would have a panic attack. Like, I feel like I'm closed in and surrounded, and I start crying really, really bad and stuff like that. So that had happened first, and then that's when I saw the red dot. When I went in the bathroom, looked inside my mouth, inside the mirror. And then I was like, hold on. So me, y'all, I look up everything. When I say I look up everything, bro, I look up every little thing. Anything that it is, I look it up. So me doing my little research got me scared. So yeah, and I told my mother. No, I ain't told my mother first. I don't know who I told first, but I think whoever I told first, the next person I told was my mother. And she was like, what is that? What's wrong? And all this other stuff. Then, so remember, she don't like the hospital. She don't go nowhere near the hospital. So she was like, well, we're going to see if it go away and whatever the case may be. So one day I woke up. I don't remember the date. I got my hospital. Till to this day, I got my hospital papers, but they inside my car. So I don't feel like going to get them. But a couple days later, this side of my face stopped moving. This side of my face would be still moving, but this side would not move at all. So I'm like, hold on, bro, I'm not tripping. One side of my face isn't moving. So y'all wonder like why my eyes go like that sometimes, like one side of my face is shut down. It's because I was paralyzed before. So when it had stopped moving, I was like, bro, I can't feel it. So what I was telling her, when I was telling my mother, she didn't believe me. Like, she didn't believe what I was telling her. She was like, there's nothing wrong with you, girl, you're fine. Bro, when I tell you I was so scared, because alright, so this side of my mouth and this eye and my eyebrow, so it wasn't just like my lips or just my eye or just my eyebrow, everything on this side shut down. So I was so scared. Like, it was like, yo, what in the world is going on? I was so confused and everything. So that's when one day she had she cooked the dinner. And she saw me eating. She was like, look at me. And I looked at her. She was like, eat something. And I was eating, and she was like, yeah, you right, it's not moving. So that night, I don't know if it was nighttime or daytime, but one of them two, that day we went to the hospital. And it was like, oh yeah, it's paralyzed. And said that, bro, when I say I broke down, I was in tears. I didn't know what it was at first. All I know is that I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed because, mind you, I have little sisters. Like, I have 2 younger sisters that live with me. And they didn't know what was going on. So they thought that they was thinking like, oh, she doing it on purpose to be funny or something. No, bro. I was real like paralyzed. Like, I couldn't move. And it made me so upset. I didn't want to go to school or anything. Like, I was so upset because I was scared that people was going to talk about me because I was paralyzed. Even though when people get paralyzed, it's nothing to talk about, it's nothing to play about. Some people get paralyzed forever. Good thing with me, it didn't stick with me forever. So when I was at the doctor's, they put me, bro, they had me on like 7 different type of medicines, bro. Medicines that I didn't hear of, my grandmother didn't hear of, my mother didn't hear of. Nobody never heard of these type of medicines before. It was like so many medicine. It was like I had to take medicine. I had to take like 5 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 4 at night. Bro, when I say it was so many pills, it was so many pills. That's why, like, today I will not take no medicine. I don't trust medicine. I don't like medicine. So if I'm sick or anything, even I got cancer, I do not like taking medicine. I will deal with the pain because ever since that day when I had to take all them pills, and like I had to take them for like a month straight because they didn't want me to be stuck with it and have it forever, like have it forever. So it was like, take the medicine, please take the medicine so it can help you, so the paralyzed stuff can go away. Bro, when I told you, I cried, and I cried every night. I cried every night to sleep. I was praying to my dad. If y'all don't know, my dad is deceased. I did a story time on that. But yo, when I tell you, I cried every night about that situation, because I was embarrassed. It's not that I felt bad for it's not that I felt bad for myself. It was that I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because, bro, one side of my face is moving and this side isn't. So it was like, I'm embarrassed. And some people take paralyzation, and that's the name of it. They take it as a joke. And it's not a joke, because that stuff like that is serious. Stuff like that is major, because sometimes you can't get rid of it, and that's not okay. And the people who do get paralyzed, like on and off, because they said you can get it on and off. They said when the doctor, I had a man doctor, he was talking to me, he was like, it's not from anything, it come out of nowhere. So anybody can get paralyzed out of anywhere. He was like, it's not from doing anything or having intercourse with anybody. It's just, it come out of nowhere. It's in your body. It just happened out of nowhere. And he was like, it just happened that it happened at the age that I was at. And it's just inside my body system. So he was just explaining it to me. I was like, God, I was scared. I was asking every question in the world, bro. I was like, well, can I got it from somebody? Can I, like, anything? Like, is it like air breathing, anything? He was like, no, it's in your body. It's not a contagious thing. So if I touch somebody, they're not going to get it. It's inside of me. So it's going to just happen to me. Like, say I dap somebody up, they're not going to catch it because it's something that's inside your body that's not ever going to leave. So I can get, God forbid, I can get paralyzed again today or tomorrow. And I can go outside and touch somebody, or I can go to work and do a piercing or something, and nobody's not going to catch it because it's not contagious. But people take certain stuff as a joke. That's not a joke. Because I remember like I told y'all, I just told y'all, I had panic attacks a lot. I was in school. All right, one day I was in middle school, and I was sitting in the back of the classroom. Y'all, sorry, I had got a phone call. But, oh yeah, I was telling y'all. So y'all, in middle school, I love sitting in the back of the classroom. And it don't matter what school I'm at, bro. I love sitting in the back because it's like when I'm in front of a teacher, I feel like they always want to call on me. And I hate, when I'm in school, bro, I hate to be called on. So I sit all in the back. And this was before I got my glasses. Yeah, that's before I got my glasses. I got my glasses this year. Not 2021. I mean, it was in 2020 when I got my glasses. So, yeah. So, bro, when I tell you I'm blind, I can't see. I can see, but I can't see like far away. Like that. But I was sitting in the back of the classroom one day, and, bro, when I tell you, everything in my eyesight went black. I could not see anything. Like, usually it will go black. Like, I could be in gym or anything. It could go black, but it will come back. I was in the back of the classroom. My eyesight went black. It just shut out. It went black. I couldn't see anything. I feel like I couldn't breathe anything. I was having a panic attack. So when I tried to, even though I couldn't see, I tried to hurry up and leave out the classroom, because when stuff like that happens to me, I get scared and I start crying because I can't control it. It's something that I can't control. So when it was happening, I was like, oh my God. I was like, just call my mother. I said, just call my mother. Just call my mother. I said, call my mother, my grandmother. Do you what you want to do? But call somebody. So I was crying. I was scared. I went in the hallway. I was in science class. And I went inside of the hallway, and I sat down on the ground, and I was crying. Because why? Because I couldn't see. Everything was black. And it was something different. And some people get it. Some people, if you ever had that feeling before, you understand what I'm saying? If not, then you wouldn't understand it. But I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. So I went in the hallway. I tried to like leave out fast before I started crying or whatever. But the people that was sitting around me, they knew something was going on. They knew something was wrong, because I was shaking. So that it was asking, was I okay? The teacher was teaching, so she didn't know like what was going on. But me and my teacher, my science teacher, we was close. Like when I was at that school, we was close. We was really close. So she knew like something was wrong. She was like, when she came in the hallway, I was crying. I slid down the wall. It was holding my face because I couldn't see. I was trying to get my vision back and on point. So I was like, I was crying. I was like, call my mother, call my grandmother, call somebody. I need you to call somebody. She was like, so I guess she called my mother or somebody. I forgot who they called. No, she called my mother. Not my teacher, the lady that was next door. That was the counselor that was next door. They called my mother, and my mother was like, she was talking to me. She was like, calm down, just breathe. And she was like, just try your best to calm down, because you don't want these people think you crazy. Because I know I'm not crazy. It's just that when you've been through a lot of stuff growing up, when you had a lot of stuff going on with you in your life, certain stuff don't leave your mindset, and some stuff don't leave your head. So you overthink a lot of stuff, and you keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it. And the type of person that I am, I don't like talking about stuff. When I go through something, I don't like talking about it because it makes me emotional, and I don't like crying a lot. So I was like, so when stuff happened, I don't like talking about it. So I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about anything. So she was just like, when she answered the phone, yeah, I'm starting to cry. All right, so when she answered the phone, she was like, what's wrong? She was like, why are you crying? What's wrong? I was like, I can't see. Like, I can't see anything. She was like, what you mean? What are you talking about? I was like, it's happening again. It's happening because I told her about it before. And she was just like, calm down, breathe, try to think about it, try to calm down some. Because y'all, when this stuff happens, it's so scary because you don't know what's going on, and it make you feel like you're a crazy person when you know there's nothing wrong with you. So it happened there, and then, but I think that's why I had the paralyzed thing, because of my panic attacks. So one time she had went on a trip. Her husband, her and my stepfather went on a trip, and they had left the day after that. I was taking a bath. I was fine. When I went in the bathroom, I shut the door. When I shut the door, everything felt like it was closing in. I was sitting in the tub. I had no clothes or anything. I was sitting in the tub, and I felt like everything was closing in on me. Like everything was coming in so close. My grandmother, luckily my grandmother was there. She was in my room. My little sisters was downstairs, and my aunt was in the room with my grandmother. So it happened again. So it was like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was shaking. I laid on the floor because anytime that happened, I lay on the floor. It helped it calm down, or whatever the case may be. So when I did that, it didn't work. So I was like, okay, what is going on? Usually this work, it helped me. This time it didn't happen. This time it didn't work. So I had my phone. I take my phone everywhere I go. Even when I'm in the bathroom, I take my phone. And that's the reason why. So I was in the bathroom and I called my grandma. Was like, help me. I was like, I need help. Because my vision didn't go out yet. So I could still see everything and everything. So I texted her and I said I can't. I said I'm shaking and I can't breathe. Like, I really can't breathe. And my grandmother is a nurse, so she came in the bathroom. She was like, "Trim, what's wrong?" So this, mind you, this before my eyesight went out. So she was like, "Trim, what's wrong? Is you okay? What's going on? Talk to me." She was like, so when I first texted, she was like, "What you mean?" She was like, I said, "I can't breathe." She said, "What you mean?" I said, "I can't breathe," because we was texting. I didn't call her. I texted her and I said, "I can't breathe." I didn't want to scare everybody. So I texted her and she was like, "Open the door." So I opened the bathroom door and I let her in the bathroom. And she was like, "What's wrong? Is you okay?" I said, "I feel like I can't breathe. And like my breathing is going out. And it's like, I feel like everything is closing in." And she was like, "What's wrong? You know, to the doctors." And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Everything was like brand new to me. Like my whole mindset was just like blank. I was like, I don't know what to do. So okay, so my mother, she was on the plane. She was still on our plane. She didn't land yet. So they couldn't call her. They couldn't contact anybody. So except for my grandmother, that's it. So my grandmother, me, my grandmother, and my sisters, so we wasn't going to take my sisters at first, but they was like, we want to go. We want to know what's wrong. Because they had knew about the paralyzed thing or whatever. And it was just to understand stuff. So it was like, we want to go. We want to know what's wrong. So everybody had came out the house. Everybody was in the house came. And it was like, I got to the doctors. I still couldn't breathe. Like, I felt like I was really passed out and couldn't walk anything. So my little sister went inside of the doctor's office. And they came out and they put me in a wheelchair. And he was taking like, I forgot, how was that hospital set up? So I was still in the wheelchair. They rolled me around the back. This hospital was packed. There's mad people in there. So he had took me in a little room, and he was like, try to talk. I couldn't talk because my breathing, I was still wheezing. Like I was wheezing, and I felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt like I shut down. Like I couldn't do anything. So, he had went to go get, you know, like when you go to a doctor's and they put like the little breathing thing on you to like try to make you breathe with the oxygen. He had put that on me. And bro, if I could find a picture, I'm gonna insert a picture right here. Bro, when I tell you, when I looked at myself, I broke down because it was like, bro, what is wrong with me? And it had got to the point where, I told you I'm not gonna cry. So it got to the point where I was like, bro, what is wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? If it is, I need to know because I don't like this happening. So it just kept happening after that. After I left the doctors, my mom had finally landed off her plane, and my grandma had called her, and she was like, she was talking to me on the phone. Well, first, before that happened, the doctors was talking to me. They was like, they was asking my grandmother questions and stuff. Cause my grandmother, just because like I was upset that my mom had left and stuff. So the doctors asked me, was like, is you worried about your mom, or is you scared of anything? Stuff like that. I'm like, no, I know she's okay. Everything was fine. And so it was like, so she was talking to me. She was like, just breathe in and breathe out and try to calm yourself down and everything. So it was like, okay, so I'm gonna try to calm down. I'm gonna relax and everything. But y'all, so a lot of people don't know this, but okay, so when I lived with my mom, that's not the first time I ever had panic attacks. When I was younger, I had panic attacks. But like I told y'all, the thing about me laying on the floor and make it go away, that will work. That will always work. But that time, it did not work. And it was like, it was scaring me so bad because I'm like, what is going on? Like, it got to the point where I was like, I tried to cut everybody out of my life. And I really wish I didn't do that because I had so many good people in my life that I cut out because I was scared that something was wrong with me. And I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't want people to think that something was wrong with me. And like now I know like stuff is nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. God made me the way I am for a reason. And the reason I don't talk about it is because I think people are gonna judge me and they're gonna call me crazy, even though I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy, because if I was crazy, I wouldn't be getting successful off the stuff that I'm doing. And I don't know how to put it. Like, y'all don't understand. It's really hard talking about stuff like this because it make you emotional. But like I said, I look at y'all like my family, so I'm gonna tell y'all stuff like this. A lot of my own family don't know about this situation, because the type of person I am, I don't like for a lot of people to be in my business. I don't like for a lot of people to know my business, so I try to keep everything to myself. So like, if you don't live in my household or you don't talk to my mom, then a lot of my business you're not gonna know. So I try to keep everything settled with me and inside of me. Like, yo, when I tell you, I'm the type of person, I hold everything in, which I need to learn how to stop. But it's hard when you just used to it. You used to holding everything in. So it's to the point where I'm used to it and I'm trying to break out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying and be a big girl. But yeah, it just made me realize a lot of stuff. Like, when I go somewhere and I see people in wheelchairs or like people that got like special needs, I really take stuff like that serious, because that can happen to anybody. That can be anybody, and I take stuff like that serious. People will be playing about stuff like people that got special needs, and that's not okay. In my eyes, that's not okay, because that could have been you at one point in time. That could have been you. That could have been anybody. So stuff like that I take really serious. But y'all, that was the story, and this is the end of the video. I'm sorry for me crying. I'm sorry for being a crybaby, but yeah. So y'all, I don't know what to say, because now it's to the point where like I'm stuttering and I don't know what to say. So that's it in this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share my YouTube, and subscribe for more videos, and let me know in the description some more videos that y'all want me to do. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.